Welcome to Snorlax Soda Den. My name is Scott, and today we're checking out the NorthEast Comic Con and a couple other spots on the way home. We pick up some new Pokemon cards and check out a bunch of other cool stuff, so let's get started. As you can see from the video here, there's not a huge convention, maybe a dozen vendors throughout the hall here. There wasn't a ton of stuff, but there were some pretty cool pops to check out. That Fleagle soda there, unfortunately, the only soda I saw the entire convention, which is a little disappointing. I'd love to see more of those. Feels like the chases are really hard to find in person in stores, and if they could bring some of them to this, it would be a great opportunity for people like me to pick stuff up. Moving on to some of the cool pops we see some cool DBZ pops, but nothing much that I was looking for. I mean, at this point, I moved mostly away from the pops. I'm really just looking to complete my Firefly set and grab Hiei to complete my Yu Yu Hakusho set, and maybe I'll see something else. Like when I saw the Bernie Sanders pop, I knew I needed it, and I'm sure there's some others out there I'm not even aware of. I got a flocked Crash Bandicoot in the back there. That's a cool one. Kind of tempting, although I didn't play too much Crash Bandicoot as a kid. Some cool Naruto pops in the back there. And over on the left, you'll see some of the original Cowboy Bebop pops. And moving on to some of the more Pokemon focused stuff that we saw, a ton of beautiful slabs here. Some slabbed up tops, which is cool to see. Legendary Collection Kakuna Reverse Hollow at a 9. Celebi Pop Series, I think, in the back there. The Galarian Moltres. There's just some really cool stuff there. But you'll see at the end of the day what we ended up picking up. The next stop on the trip back home was Legends, Comics, and Collectibles. They don't have a ton of stuff that interests me, at least very game focused and comic focused. I did see these comics for Firefly, one of my favorite shows of all time. I don't know much about them. I'm kind of interested in picking some up, but I noticed that there were different artworks for the same issue, which is a little weird. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. If you know what's going on, drop me a comment down below and let me know. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research before I actually go for it, but some of the artwork is pretty stunning on these. And the last stop of the day is Valley Wild Books. Tons and tons of used books. I mean, it's really packed in there. I didn't grab any footage because it's pretty much just booked. Very limited manga section, some other games and puzzles and stuff like that in the back. But I didn't actually pick up a couple small Pokemon chapter books, so we'll take a look at those as soon as I get home. Without further ado, let's head back to the den. All right, we are back in the den, and as you can see by the binder right here in front of me, we have picked up some cards from the New England Comic Con. But first I want to start with what we actually picked up at Valley Wild Books. We got a couple older Pokemon books here. I guess not quite as old. The Battle Frontier is a little old. I really like these. I used to have some of these as a kid. The library at my school had a bunch of these. So I have been collecting them for a little while. I got a bunch of them right here that I thought I might show off. Pikachu Jr. This is kind of a weird one. I'm not really sure. I never really saw this one before. And this is a kind of a strange one too. It's double-sided, so there's actually two stories in here, which complicates the collecting business. But Orange Islands, Johto Journeys, and then we have a couple more of the more classic episodes. One of my favorites being Attack of the Prehistoric Pokemon, which was just one of my favorite episodes of the anime back in the day. So really fun to see these. I love picking them up for just $1 or $2 at used bookstores and the like. But anyway, let's move on to the Pokemon cards that I picked up at New England Comic Con. Alright, so the first cards that we picked up were the couple of McDonald's promos. So here we have Pignite from 2012. Has the nice McDonald's logo, which I don't know why they got rid of. I thought that's really cool. I've always loved the confetti holofoil pattern that they have on these. And I do remember having a bunch of toys as a kid, so it's cool to see these. And I think this is the second year that they started doing the cards. So I think 2011 was the first year. So yeah, nice to pick this one up. The collection's really coming along at this point. I have about 88% or 87.5% of the cards from all of the McDonald's promo sets up to this year. Here's Meryl from 2015. Looks a little creepy. I don't know, something about that. Something about that Meryl. Might give some people nightmares. And here we have sorry for hitting the camera. Here we have a very adorable and very happy Pikachu. It's really great artwork. It really pops off the card. Now moving on to the next set of cards that I picked up today. We got some Topps cards. So War Turtle here. I really love these cards. It's very character driven, and everyone knows that the first generation was the best generation. I mean, look at these guys. So it's really nice to see a card that's focused just on them, although I do enjoy seeing them in their environment. But yeah, these are really cool. I'm getting really close to completing the Series 1. Only missing 4 cards. The big three, and then TV10 James, one of the random like bonus mini sets they came out with. So yeah, getting close to that Series 1, but boy oh boy, Series 2 and Series 3 are much harder to find. But there's also the ones from the movie, which came with these sticker cards, which I thought are really, really cool. If you haven't seen these before, these actually are stickers. Each Pokemon peels right off the card. Kind of surprising to me that so many of these have been left unpeeled. I think as a child I would have peeled it right off, but I guess it must have just been a bunch of stock. People have probably ripped a bunch of cases of product in the modern era and kind of known that these would be worth something. So yeah, these are kind of cool. One cool thing with these too, if you put them all together, they do make some sort of picture, which I believe is related to the first movie, but I don't have enough of them yet to really see, but hopefully someday I can show you guys what that picture kind of looks like. And the big news is the addition of a couple first edition cards for the first edition collection, which is my number one collecting goal, especially the pre-Neo sets. This Gym Hero set has proven especially tricky for me to get. Much closer on Gym Challenge, at least on the commons and uncommons and rares. But yeah, for whatever reason, Gym Heroes has given me a ton of trouble. So nice to pick this one up. I didn't see the little ink blot or whatever that is at the top of the card when I picked it up at the convention, but for a couple bucks, it's nice to put it in the binder for a set I've been having so much trouble trying to piece together. But the big buy of the day is this beautiful Giovanni's Persian from Gym Challenge. As I was saying on the 151, I love the Cosmos Hollow, and this is another great example of it. And what an iconic card. Giovanni's Persian. I mean, how many episodes in the anime do you see him sitting there right next to his little Persian? It's just a great card to add to the collection. So I'm psyched to do exactly that. Let's get into the Gym Heroes Gym Challenge binder and put these guys home, or give these guys a new home. So as you can see, for this also has Team Rocket, so we'll kind of quickly go through this. Missing mostly just the hollows for a lot of these sets. I have almost all the commons and uncommons for all of them. Now we're getting to Gym Heroes, a couple of the hollows, but as you'll see as we go through this, definitely missing quite a bit. So let's see here. Yeah, I believe this one will slide in right here. There's another Erica's Gloom as well, either here or on the next page. Yeah, but it's nice. We almost have a full page here, but there's so much more work to do on this set. As we keep going and get into Gym Challenge, you'll see that I have quite a bit more of that one complete. Missing a bunch of these trainers as well. All the energies. Alright, Gym Challenge, yeah, looking very bare on the hollows, so it'll be very nice, oops, to put this one right here and add some beautiful sparkle to the opening of this set. We get into some of the rares here, still missing a bunch of those, but as you can see, most of the rest of the Gym Challenge set is complete. And that is going to do it for the day today. I do want to get binders for the Pokemon McDonald's cards and the Topps cards, so hopefully we can do a video on that in the future once I pick some of those up. In the meantime, if you guys have any feedback or any thoughts on the video so far, feel free to leave some comments. Really would appreciate likes and subscribes as well. Thanks for tuning in, and have a wonderful day.